I have to say I was a little bit hesitant at the beginning when I revisited in my head many times space we have or lack of space. So I was imagining that everything was going to feel a lot more cramped and that we were going to feel more like, on top of each other or something like that. And I have been pleasantly surprised that it hasn't been the case, that it feels like we're comfortable and we have enough space, and we spend a lot of time outdoors, like we are right now just sitting outside, and if somebody wants to be inside and some others outside, it has never been a problem. I think in total we've had maybe one rainy day that we had to stay inside in Mount Airy, and we just stayed inside, but that was just one day. Most days we have been able to it feels like we have a lot of space to be, and that has been good.
Okay, so I thought it was surprisingly easy to when you first told me about that we were going on this room, I'm never gonna be able to get rid of 90% of everything, but it's very easy, and I feel like I could get rid of a couple more things. And that was very, very easy. Okay. What was your least and favorite part of the trip so far? And this is not like the RV, it's just like the experience. Austin, your first. So our least favorite on our favorite. My favorite part was probably when we were in, I think it was Canyon City, and we took that small hike to that big ravine.
Oh yeah, the gorge.
That was really cool. That was really cool. And least favorite, probably at the very beginning when we were driving away from Texas. That was.
Can I just?
You can pass. You can defer.
I defer.
You can only say your favorite part. Or just
I need to think. Okay.
So I'd speak from the bicycling standpoint, and I think from the bicycling route that we've done so far, sadly, Colorado was the worst part. That the trip, the actual crossing America part of Colorado is a terrible route. It goes across highways that are jam-packed with semis that have no shoulders. It's dangerous roads, and it's an awful, awful route. Now, all the little side trips that we did in Colorado to Mount Evans and Vail and back up Hoosier Pass, those were fantastic, but not part of the cross-country trip. I think my favorite state to cycle in so far has been Idaho. It's beautiful, it's amazing. There's deserts, there's valleys, there's huge, beautiful mountain scenery here, and there's no people. So there's no cars on the road, there's no traffic. Everyone's, very courteous and polite, and Idaho has definitely been the most fun place to cycle in so far, I think.
Cool. I would have panicked.
Yeah. So maybe it's something that one of those things you said, how things have gone smoothly and you are expecting things. Yeah. And that being said, I'm surprised, that in the whole trip you have ridden your bicycle more than 3,200 miles and you've gotten one flat.
Which we found. We're not changing out the tire.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's that, little things like that, and also listening to other people that have RVs and the multiple problems that they have with things that break. And I think at the very beginning, the first day or two, we had a couple of things to fix, but for the most part, we have been fine, and glad that we replaced 2 of the tires, 3 actually, counting the one that got moved to the spare, on time. They were about to burst, but just an observation that the tires were a little bit low made me stop at a station, and we got new tires, and that saved us from having a big headache. So that being said, we've had several close calls of times that I have parked about to have an accident or taken the wrong route that is not very RV friendly or something like that, and we have had several close calls but no accidents. So.
This one time in Illinois, the bathroom door, it was this close from a tree.
Yeah, it was very
This close.
Yeah.
And
And
then
ever since then, whenever you're parking, we have people on both sides telling you.
yes, yeah. Now when I have to back into a spot, or any parking, we have both Karina and Austin, one in each side, watching for that we don't crash. Favorites, Karina, your favorite and your least favorite.
Okay, so my favorite part was staying in Frisco for 2 weeks. There's a lot of fun stuff to do there. Mommy and I rented bikes and we biked around and we went to the beach and we hiked. It was a lot of fun. Then my least favorite part
And horseback riding.
and horseback riding. Yeah, that was awesome.
And canoeing.
And canoeing.
Which
did a lot.
wasn't extremely.
And then my least favorite part was, I don't remember what state it was in, but we just got home. We got home from the laundromat and it was about like a 15-minute drive, and I had the hot clothes on my lap. So then when I got home, and plus it was hot outside, I just felt like I feel like I got a heat stroke. I felt so sick. It was terrible. Yeah.
Sounds like Kansas.
It was probably Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's look at the next.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
How has Panda made a difference in the trip?
I'm pretty sure I can answer.
I
I can answer.
Panda has a really big cage. So I'd say the biggest difference for everyone's daily lives is having to move the cage around to walk in our little space. But Panda has to have a big cage. If not, you guys are gonna have to move out. So I mean, he's grown a lot closer to the family, which is nice. Even if some people have to feed him cornflakes, satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how Panda has changed your
With Jacob.
He's paying out my cuteness bill. I need to pay a bill for using up my cute eye. That Panda's really cute, and I just can't stand it.
Okay. Daddy?
I think Panda's introduced us to a new game. 2 new games, really. One, where we start the game by saying, there's no way Panda could escape from this.
And then
And invariably he does.
Panda's the best escape master,
And
seriously.
2,
We've got a gold champ.
this game often gets played in the middle of the night where there's a strange noise, and it's called, what in God's name is Panda doing?
Yeah, it's
to
oh
make
great.
that noise. So, these are 2 games that help us pass the time. We thank Panda for helping us.
One time,
Allowing
Daddy,
us-
one time you had to cancel your bike ride because you were up late trying to
No, we didn't cancel the bike ride for that.
You can't.
You
But you
started
didn't.
late,
You
you
started
started
later.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. He's so cute. He has so much personality.
Yeah.
Mommy.
So for me, I think Panda is so cute, and he has turned out to not be exclusively nocturnal. So sometimes during the day he's active.
When
And,
we're cooking.
Yeah, especially when we have food out or we're cooking, he tends to come out smelling, and he's just super active and interacts a lot with us. So I feel that if we were back in Texas, he would probably be upstairs in Karina's room and we wouldn't get to see him very often. But having him in the living room is in our
Which is
small
the only
space,
room.
which is the only
The room.
So it forces us to interact with him a lot, and it makes it very enjoyable.
Yeah, very.
So,
Okay. I was actually gonna say kind of what you said. Wait, you said it's definitely affected my sleep.
Because Panda will be up chewing, be up all night chewing, or running.
Yeah.
in the wheel.
Just running.
It's good to have a white noise machine.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, this one I made up right now, and it's one that everyone has been dying to know.